Hello, everybody. Good to see you guys again. I apologize for no stream yesterday. It has absolutely been a tongue-tied already. Hectic week for me, but things are back. Things are normal, and hopefully I'll be live at 3 p.m. tomorrow. This drilling nonsense has been going on for a couple days now, but today was the least amount of drilling, so it should be no drilling tomorrow? Maybe? I don't know, but granted, I should be live at 3 p.m. tomorrow. Have your fingers crossed for it. But in good news, I know I've had a lot of bad news this week. In good news, we got some new emotes. Wow, fantastic. Look at them go. Shout out to Psych, as per usual, for making these awesome new emotes. We got the same as it ever was, little guy. And we got some Zay emotes finally. I realized I didn't even have any emotes of myself, and I was like, can you make some emotes of me, actually? So, we got them. And in other good news, we got approved for an apartment. Yay. So, yay. Somewhat less stressful, the moving process and all that. So, I'll keep you guys posted, but we should be moving in somewhere August 1st. Yay. Yes. It has been a really crazy week, so a little bit of good news always feels great. I wanted to be the first one to break this news to you guys, but because I didn't stream yesterday, I wasn't. I'm sure you've heard. But Lord, I mean, Amberlynn did this, like, weigh-in thing, and one of my favorite episodes that we did recently was the one where we were just looking at her eat and lie. Eat and lie. So, I figured we look at a little more of her lying. A little less eating, but this particular video is, her talking about weighing herself. after that week of eating, okay? Oh, excuse my little YouTube audio library for the beginning, you know? Copyright free, what can I say? Let's check this out.
Hey guys, welcome to my first weigh-in on here. I honestly was not going to do weigh-ins, but I was like, why not show my progress?
I don't believe this. I don't believe this for a second. And like, the more she talks in this video, the more I'm like, fishy.
And I've had people ask, like, are you gonna do weigh-ins? Are you gonna tell us your weight? So, a week ago, I weighed in at 549.0, which is the heaviest I have weighed in years. That is like,
I don't know why it's lagging like this. Hold up. Let me just download it because it's fucking... I'm playing it from Discord, so I think it's being all funky and strange. Hold on. Let me just hide this for 1 sec. Because that lagging was killing me. I'm like, I want to just watch it. Let me just watch it. But if you missed what she said there, she said 549. We're
you
gonna,
guys, welcome.
God, she's so loud. We're gonna skip to that roughly around that part. Alright. Alright, we're fixing it. Boom. Kablow. Kaboom.
And I've had people ask, like, are you gonna do weigh-ins? Are you gonna tell us your weight?
Who asked? Tommy? Can I be real? Because I saw something that I didn't know. But we'll get into that in a bit. We'll get into that in a bit. Cause I was like, why is Amber eating protein bars?
So, a week ago, I weighed in at 549.0, which is the heaviest I have weighed in years. That is like 23 pounds away from my heaviest weight. No, not going to be happening around here. I'm going to be 36 this year. Time is going to pass regardless, and I've realized recently time is going by so quickly.
You realized this recently? I feel like this is just like... It's one of those things you just can't believe it till you see it. Until I see her drop below 500 pounds, I ain't believing it. I ain't believing it. I don't know about you. White Zora said Zayshi is lying. Her biggest was 593. There is a clip of her saying that. So maybe she's a little closer to that. Something's fishy though.
Things are going to be hard regardless. I need to choose my hard. I'm getting old. I have like a chunk of gray hair right here. You guys can't see it right now. But if you looked closely, there's a chunk of it, okay? So I showed you guys.
Is that why she's got her hair in that like really fucked up ass ponytail? Because I was wondering that. Like, look, a high ponytail can look good. This though doesn't. I'm gonna be... It's kind of giving like, what am I looking for? Here, I'll pull it up. It's like, I can't think of the name of it, but I know what I'm like looking for. Yeah. Okay, wait. Yeah. It's giving this. Oh, now it's all tiny. Don't mind that. It's giving this. I don't know what you would call this, but I looked up 2-liter hair to get this one. And every time she puts her hair up, this is all I think about. Shout out to whoever this is in this photo. He said, from the Trolls movie, I'm dying. I have never seen the Trolls movie, so I believe you. I'm out the loop on that one, though. All right. Let's get this back and rolling. I had to show my example. I had to cite my sources. She belongs in Whoville. Believable. But, like, nah. I don't think the Who's come that big. They may not have enough food in Whoville for her.
Every single morsel of food that I put in my mouth for a week straight. Did I lose weight or did I gain weight? I weighed in today at 537.4. Like, okay. That means I lost 11.6 pounds.
I don't know. I'm looking at this app and I'm wondering how this works. So she just like puts in any number? It's not like it's connected to the scale. How does this app work? Does anybody know? It just says measurements. Weight. Since starting weight. How does this work? Down 35 pounds, it says. It says start 572. Wait a second! Didn't she say at the beginning of this that her heaviest was 550? Because literally on the screen right here, I'll make it bigger so you guys can see it, because you probably can't. It's all small. Here. Do you see it? It says 572. 572. It says down 35 pounds. I'm confused. She said her heaviest, I thought, was like 550 something. Am I crazy? Michelle Lee said she always uses her highest weight from 5 years ago. But then why show this screenshot? This is the part that confuses the fuck out of me. And when I watched this the first time, I was like, wait a minute. The screenshot doesn't that just directly contradict? I don't know. It's just really confusing.
Week, and I am so freaking proud of that. I know it's water weight. I understand. But I'm going to embrace it because I already feel better. I have lipedema and lymphedema. So when that fluid and water is like lessening on my bones and my joints and it just feels so good.
I don't know anything about that or how that works, so I'm not gonna say anything. But I'll read it out if you say it. Not spaghetti with the soda weight.
Genuinely. So I know next week coming, I know I'm not going to lose 11 pounds. I would love to, trust me. But I know it's going to start lessening and lessening. And it's going to...
Keem's Culty Hugbox. Oh, wait, no, the one above that. Wake Up Little Susie said, she def takes 100 off for her lymphedema. She says it straight up doesn't count. How does that not count? That's still part of the weight. Also, Keem's Culty Hugbox said, I'm so freaking proud of making up complete bullshit. Yeah, that's the thing I'm a little bit confused about. And we're gonna get into more of her eating content here in a sec, but I had to show the weigh-in from that week because
start evening out, but it's a good way to start my new lifestyle. I'm not even gonna call this a diet. I'm just gonna call it a new lifestyle because a diet is just like, you know, once I reach a goal, I'm just gonna go back to my bad habits. No, this is a lifestyle and I feel so much better with these good...
Who's on an oxygen machine in the background of her thing? I thought it was my headphones. I thought it was something in the background of my shit. And I'm realizing now it's in the background of her shit. Do you guys hear that? It literally sounds like somebody's on a fucking oxygen machine like... like, what?
Habits, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support. You guys have been so supportive, and it just means the world to me, so thank you. Hello, you guys.
So, there's the weigh-in video. Now, let's go ahead and jump over to one of my personal faves, BPD, and let's watch some of this eating stuff. Nava said that's her gasping for breath? No way. Really? You're lying. You're disgusting. No, that's actually cooked. That's actually so bad. All right. So, bless you. Here we go. We gotta start. Okay, so we're gonna start towards like the. Where is the fuck is the one that we were on? I think this is the one we were on last time. No, it isn't. Okay, I want to make sure we saw the one that we didn't see last time that had some of the shit from last week. That, by the way, is included in that, like, this is the food from the weigh-in that she just did.
Let's eat. Am I right? Hello,
Get your fitness pal ready.
Today I'm going to be showing you guys all my meals.
Wait, I'm getting the calculator up. I'm getting the calculator ready, guys. All right, let's go.
And all my snacks. I am staying below 2,000 calories. I'm also doing intermittent fasting, and I'm telling you guys right now.
Did she say intermittent? But she said it like, how did she, I can't even say it. Intermitted.
After only one day of doing this, because today's day 2, I already feel so much better. So imagine if I'm consistent for a month.
I'm sorry, these edits are diabolical. Once again, for the millionth time, shout out BPD. No one does it. No one does it like BPD.
2 months, 100 days. Like, I'm so excited. So my first meal is 2 clementines, and then I made this like egg.
I'm sorry. Can we? Here's the thing that I notice this every time, right? Because I know Amber, size-wise, like, her head is large. Her body, large. Look at the size of that plate. That is a serving platter that she has filled to the brim. I don't give a fuck what's on this plate. I know for a fact you are way above the serving size. Way above.
2 clementines. And then I made this, like, egg scramble type of deals. So we have 3 eggs. There's chicken, a serving of shredded cheese. I put tapatio on top afterwards.
Oh, diabolical.
One of my built puff bars. So far I've only had one of the, which one is this? Brownie batter. I had it with you guys. I've had
not the clocking it. Oh my god, not the clocking it. And this is exactly why I wanted to show this one specifically, because I was watching this and I was like, wait a minute. The dots are all connecting. It felt like a board all coming together, like Investigation Discovery. It was crazy.
One of these puff coconut ones. I've done really good with protein. You guys have actually seen everything I ate today. So I do have these guys. And this has 30 protein. These are not my favorite.
This has 30 protein? I'm sorry, that sends me to the moon.
Thing in the world, but if I can get 30 protein, like, in my body before I even eat anything, it's high protein.
I'm sorry, the edit. Oh, diabolical. Can I just say, it's also really showing, like, every time she says she's going on a diet, why is it the same thing over and over again? Why is it always the same diet that didn't work for you before? Why is she eating the same fucking built puff bars, drinking the same fucking, protein, whatever the fuck, shakes, popcorners, like, she's doing the same things! And she's like, why isn't it working?
Special K chocolate almond cereal. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna try that. And then also, we need milk.
I'm convinced that she thinks if something says it's high in protein, that it must have 0 carbs. Because, like, here's my thing. Look, if she was trying to go, like, a high protein, low carb diet, that's not terrible. That's absolutely not terrible. But, like, I think that she's convinced that if something says high protein on it, That is all it is protein that, because there are items that are on the shelf, believe it or not, that even though they say high protein on the box, still have more carbs in them than protein. Crazy. Crazy thought.
It's just Highland 2% reduced fat milk. So I'm simply just trying to sneak protein in. So what you're gonna do is, this is crazy, I know. So like, roll it in your bacon bits.
What? One? Wait, man. So she's gonna do that with each one of these spring onions. Bro, that means like, nah, this is sick. This is so sick. Like, this could be good as like a dip. It's like a dip for something. She said bits. Like, no, those are boulders. That's a rock, baby. That's a rock.
What? This is gonna sound off the chain weird, but I'm gonna drink some milk out of the jug. Sometimes.
I mean, I think it's gross if you're sharing the jug with other people to do that. Otherwise, if it's your jug, I don't really give a fuck. Also, it's like a single person jug. But it's just the way she's like, glug.
I just love milk. I don't know what it is.
She's a filthy milk drinker. She's a fucking filthy milk drinker. See, you want to be like Amber? Go drink your milk. This is what becomes you.
I'm craving milk again. I love this little guy.
Dude, super filthy milk drinker. She went back for second. She's double dipping in the milky pond.
He's so cute. That is satisfying. Some scallions, some seasoning.
To bring us back. There's just so much food on this plate. How many eggs is this? This looks like the serving size of like eggs for like a family of 4. I would start counting the calories on this. But she sat there and said 3 eggs. That is way more than 3 eggs.
So, that is what I am having for breakfast. It was so good.
God, think of how many chickens died for this meal. She got all these eggs, and there's chicken in it, man. She really did. Jillian Thrill said she robbed a chicken coop. She cleared the coop. She clears a coop a day. At least a dozen. That's what I'm saying. This is so many eggs. Like, this looks like a serving size that I would make for, like, a family to eat with other stuff, you know? You'd eat this, and then there'd be, like, some toast and, like, some fruit and stuff. She's like, all for me. I'm sorry. This takes me out.
Nature's candy, baby.
I'm so sick of every time I hear this woman call some sort of fruit nature's candy. Like, you don't eat like 8 caramel Werthers at the end of every day.
Alright, you guys, so it is time.
No.
I'm a toker, a joker, and a midnight wiener stroker.
Watching her eat reminds me of Cronenberg's The Fly. The way she sticks her tongue out with her mouth open to meet the food. It's body horror, not lunch.
Not to meet the food. She really does. It's like she can't wait. It's, you know, like when parents do that, the airplane's coming, like, woo. She was the kid who was like jumping in front of the airplane. That is so crazy. She feels like the fork is gonna run away. She's gotta go catch it.
For lunch, I have tons of lettuce, and then I have leftover lean beef from yesterday where I have salsa, taco seasoning, some other seasonings, some tapatio, and then I have a serving of cottage cheese.
She loves this one. She loves this. It really is just slop. This is what they put in the trough for the pigs to eat, man. Eating straight trough slop.
On top of here.
I knew it. Yep, of course.
For some crunch.
Help me!
The fucking Cheez-Its again, bro. Sick in the head. At least with the mixture of stuff you got, like, do some tortilla chips. Like, that would be reasonable. This is sick.
I'm gonna add some of these wild protein crackers. These are literally just made with chicken, bone broth from chicken, and smoked Gouda. That's it. So 20 is a serving, so I'm just gonna count them out.
I told you. I
I'm a
fucking
toker,
knew it.
a joker, and a midnight wiener stroker.
The eggs are her flexing because she doesn't have enough cash to show off in her sitting around the house purse.
To be honest, that was like $20 worth of eggs on the plate. That is her only flex. And it's probably more expensive because you know she didn't go to the store to buy those herself. She had to get those like DoorDash or Instacart until they got the upcharge on them eggs. Crazy, man. So, I literally said this, by the way, earlier in the stream. I don't know if you remember, because it was not that long ago, that I was like, you know, I really think that she just sees high protein on it and must assume there's no carbohydrates. You know what solidifies that for me? What does the front of the wild protein cracker say? Baked with real chicken breast, chicken bone broth, and cheddar cheese. Nowhere on this package does it say those are the only ingredients. In fact, its ingredient list... Here. I'll just pull it up. Right here for y'all. God. Oh, key ingredients. Yeah, those are key ingredients. Oh, wait, there's a full ingredients. Here we go. Antibiotic-free chicken, wheat flour, live-active sourdough, cheddar cheese, milk protein isolate, olive oil, cornstarch, wheat gluten, wheat protein isolate, cream, chicken bone broth, Parmesan cheese, contains less than 2% of the following, so that doesn't really matter. But it's not even like those are just the top 3 ingredients, where the rest are following under the 2% category. No. She fully just reads the front of a packet. Dude, I always wondered, to be honest, I low-key always wondered why packages did things like that, where they kind of had like slightly deceptive marketing, where they're like high protein, but like it's really not that high in protein compared to like the other product that's regularly on the shelf. Now I get it. There's people like her. They just don't even read. They don't even check. They just assume that what the front of the package says is like the law. Crazy.
17 is enough.
Skinny.
No one will ever beat these edits. BPD is like a god with these edits. I'm sorry, these are too good. No, it was the way he flew into the frame. I'm crying. That's too good. Wait.
You just scared the living. Whew, You scared me. I could genuinely eat this every single day. I had it last night for dinner, and I was like, oh, thank God I have leftovers. So this is 2 servings of lean beef.
I told you the lettuce was soggy. You can see it. It's warm cottage cheese, man. This whole thing is so sick.
Tons of lettuce. Hell yeah.
God. Wait a minute.
Hell yeah.
Look at the way she flickers her tongue like a snake. Ugh. She's like, oh, she like has to like, it's like it's gonna run away from her, really. She's like, gotta catch it. Dude, that's what I said. Thank you, John, that way. Said, is that in a baking dish? Because I'm saying, bruh, the last one was a serving plate. This is like the Tupperware I would use if I had like leftover casserole. You got leftover lasagna, that's what you're putting it in. And she's like, yeah, this is my meal prep container.
Okay, guys, so it is dinner time.
What the fuck is this? What am I looking at? Brussels sprouts and fucking potatoes? Protein queen over here? Bro, the amount of serving she does on her carbs is why I guarantee you she's not losing weight. That's really what it is. It's like, your serving sizes matter in this shit. Holy goddamn. Like, this is a whole, you know when you go to the store and you buy bags of these mini potatoes? This is a whole bag, bro. This is literally a whole bag of mini fucking potatoes. This is enough to feed the Irish famine.
Air fryer, I made 2 chicken sausages. They're jalapeno chicken sausages.
2 sausages, man. 2? Was 1 not enough? Was 1 just not enough, man? At this point, why am I surprised?
Oh yeah, this slaps.
Okay.
See, bro, she literally runs for her fork. Who eats like that? You bring the fork to you. She's like, gotta make sure she doesn't miss it. It's not going anywhere. You're sending it to yourself. Oh, Christ.
That's not normal.
No.
And you guys, I genuinely have not been in a relationship with her since I told you when that last crash out happened. No. I have told her repeatedly, we can be friends, that's fine. But I'm telling you, I will not be friends with her anymore. I do not trust her. I don't trust her with my body. I don't trust her with my sanity. I don't trust her with my heart. I don't trust her with anything.
And here you are. Eating on TikTok. To make her happy. Shame, shame, shame.
Alright, so snack time. I'm having 1 chocolate rice cake with a Laughing Cow cheese, 3 of these little popsicles. 5 is a serving for only 80 calories, which is so crazy. And then I'm having 80 calories of kettle corn popcorners and 90 calories of the white cheddar.
Got excited at first. I was like, you know what? She did a regular snack. 1 cheese, 1 rice cake. She didn't double it up. I was like, you know what? Good. And then she just starts boom, boom, boom. The ice pops, not that, it's just how much sugar she's consuming in a day. How much sugar she's consuming in a day is insane when you think about it. Like, all of the things she's eating have had sugar except for like the vegetables and the meat. Other than that, everything is like loaded with carbs, sugar, whatever. Like, it's insane to me.
Okay, you guys, so here is everything that I ate today. This is day 3. I have a clementine. I have red grapes. I made scrambled eggs, serving of shredded cheese, a serving of chicken, scallion, and some seasoning, and I added tapatio to the top. Okay, so for my lunch, I have a bed of lettuce.
I'm sick of seeing it. I'm really sick of seeing it, man. It's the same goddamn thing every day.
I have 2 servings of lean beef that I cooked with salsa and garlic, taco seasoning. I also have a serving of cottage cheese. And then over here, I have a serving of...
She's filming it from the top this time because she knows when you film it from the top, it looks like way less food than when you film it from the side.
These are wild chicken crackers. So they're made with chicken broth, and Gouda smoked cheese. So that is my lunch, which is delicious. I am doing a lot of repeat meals because it's just easier for me. If I know something is...
Because you're lazy. Oh, man.
working, which what I have been eating has been working. The scale is moving down and it's only been a few days. So as long as I'm consistent, the meals are tasty, low calorie, and fulfilling. Like, I am set to go. Like, look how delicious this looks. I recommend this, you guys, and it's so filling. All right, you guys, so this is what I made for dinner.
What in the Lord's name am I looking at? Somebody please. She's starting to remind me of those like food Instagram people that just do it for the rage bait. Like, they just put together like the most slop nonsense shit together for like the rage bait and like the fetish content. 'Cause like, what is this? It looks like sushi rice, seaweed, jalapeno. I don't know what this is. I don't want to assume.
I laid down seaweed and I made like a rice tuna type of deal to put on top. I know it looks hectic, but it tastes so good. So it's rice, tuna, sriracha, soy sauce. I weighed out some mayo, so it's like a sriracha mayo. Since I don't have actual sriracha mayo, I just made my own. And then I just put it on top of the seaweed with a jalapeno per little seaweed cup.
Can I be honest? I know this bitch takes some diabolical shits. She is walking around crop dusting with every single step. No question. And I'm telling you, it smells like a porta potty at a music festival.
If you want to call it that, or blanket, sleeping bag, I don't know. All right, so snack time is I have a chocolate rice cake with one Laughing Cow wedge on top. And
why is it the chocolate rice cake? Of all the... There's so many flavors, scrumdiddly umptious ones, and you picked the chocolate with cheese? Man.
I know it looks hectic, but it is so good. I have a clementine. I have been obsessed lately. I have a serving of white cheddar popcorners and a serving of the kettle popcorners. I know they look identical, but they are 2 different flavors. So that's everything I ate today.
That takes me out. I'm sorry, that takes me out. Okay, now we're gonna go to the next one.
Buffalo.
Because this is the next food one. And once again, huge shout out to BPD for compiling these together with these beautiful edits because it makes it so much easier to watch. I have tried sitting down and just like watching the actual TikToks, and like I thought about doing them just all recorded for you guys and like going through. Bro, it's painful. It's painful. BPD's a champion, a hero of the people.
Lizzie, am I right?
Hello.
Hello, hello. Welcome to day 4 of me showing you every single thing that I eat in a calorie deficit. So this is going to be a high protein, low carb breakfast. It's going to give me...
Why does it look like a rock on top of a pile of mud with a bite already taken out of it? You see it? There's a bite already taken out of it right here. She like picked it up and
lots of energy.
Yay. Thank you!
So
I saw this today because like it's no secret. I've told you guys before. I don't know a lot about like some of the old eras, and I was like, wait, now
So she discloses to me that the ex-wife has diabetes. And you would think Amberlynn's girlfriend, in a profession like this that she is working in, she would know. She would know that feeding her things like protein shakes, elaborate dinners, fast food, delivery, takeout, all of that would not be a good thing to impose on someone with diabetes.
what have I been saying this entire time I've been sitting here? The sugar intake on this is insane. Like a lot of these protein bars, protein shakes and stuff, I eat some of them because I go to the gym now. So like it's just a good way to like get protein in after the gym. But there's sugar in them. I know that. Cause you like if you're eating protein like in a way that you're like working out, you shouldn't just have zero like carbs. Yeah, you can eat like more protein than carbs, but like carbs are also important to have energy, right? So it's like there's like a balance to this. I'm learning still about a lot of the nutrition aspect of things. But I know for a fact that the amount of sugar that she is eating is insane. I know that.
I don't know why, but this just sounded so good to me.
What is it? What is it?
So I was like, I'm gonna try it. A fried egg on top of pretty much anything is tasty.
That's more than one egg. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with... I'm so sick of this. I'm sorry to pause mid-bite, but like... one egg? Are you really gonna try to fuck with me right now? That's like a fucking sheet of egg. That shit is a slab. You look at the way she cranes her neck when she takes her bite.
She woke me up by surprising me with Buffalo Wild Wings. All she
I'm sorry, it's taking me out. It's taking me out.
feed me and make me more fat.
Got a salad. Cheese, onion, hard-boiled egg, ham, cucumber.
Is fucking romaine or iceberg? Can I be real? Romaine and iceberg lettuce is like the weakest, wackest lettuce. It's got like nothing. It's just like water. It's like all water. This is just a personal thing right now. This just looks like a weak ass salad to me. But I guess this is the healthiest thing we've seen her eat all day.
Italian pepper
Skinny.
She got an extra dressing. Never mind.
Water. Ice. I love how it's all like,
Wait a minute.
you know, it's like a little serving.
Oh. Do you not have a fork? Where's your fork? Wait, can I be real? This salad is whack as hell. Hard-boiled eggs, cheddar cheese, white onions, and ham? Number one, a salad that has white onions over red onions, already wrong. I'm already pissed. Why does it have white onions? And cucumber, this is just a weird, with Italian dressing, like, this is a weird-ass combo. Amanda said, hey, question, are you trying to build muscle or just improve cardio? I'm really stuck there, lol. For me, I'm personally trying to build muscle. I'm not trying to do cardio at all because I'm not trying to lose any weight. I'm actually trying to maintain weight, but I'm trying to turn fat to muscle. So to maintain weight, I have to eat a little bit more because now that I'm working out, it's like a whole thing.
Baby?
Oh, I forgot.
So today's breakfast is just a protein shake because I'm hanging out with my family today. Safer than sorry. Get my protein in, only 170 calories.
Do you know where the calories are coming from, though? Like, do you know what's in the things that you're eating? You don't, and that's what's so frustrating about this, is because, like, yes, while counting calories, that can be helpful when you're trying to lose weight. It's good to know what is powering those calories. It's good to know what's in the food that you're eating so that, you know, you can feel full and not have to eat a fuck ton, so that you can have proper serving sizes, so that you can, like, actually lose weight. Wombat said she's drinking that protein milk. For why?
It tastes like chocolate milk. It's crazy.
Anyway, when I told her about Emily's ex that passed away and how big she was, she told me that Emily would try to get her to drink protein shakes. Whether she did or not, I'm not sure.
And do we think this is a coincidence? Because I think not.
Dib and I don't talk either since her and Blank broke up.
Today is a perfect example of a day that I would go off track. Yeah. Listen, it could be a random Wednesday.
Oh my god. Sorry, I gotta respond to this one because it's so true. Freckled Unicorn said, just drink water, girl. And on top of that, if you don't like the taste of water, let's say like you're a heavy like juice and soda person, because there's people I've met that are like, I don't like the taste of water, which I don't understand that. I love a little juice now and then. I'll drink some juice every here and there. I try to not drink much soda, if at all, but just buy like those hydration packet things, those like liquid IV things, and add them to your water and make it taste good. Or the Mio things, whatever it takes, but just like add something to your water to give it flavor. Like there's options. Drink your water, okay? It's good. Oh, she had the flavored water. Get back in it, honestly. Get back in it.
A joker and a midnight wiener stroker.
So enjoy listening to you while I finally get to relax and crochet. Just got electricity back after 4 days in a huge windstorm.
Okay, really cool crochet / Stardew Valley news for my people who are both crocheters who like Stardew Valley. Concerned Ape, the like guy who made Stardew Valley, because if you didn't know, Stardew Valley was made by one dude. He is actually publishing the official Stardew Valley crochet book And it's available for pre-order right now. I think you can get it on like Kindle and everything. But yeah, so they're releasing the official Stardew Valley crochet book that has a bunch of patterns in it to crochet stuff from Stardew Valley, which I think is sick. I'm gonna really have to learn a magic circle before that drops. Gotta say. But thanks for tuning in, and hopefully your electricity stays on. Fucking the storms have been absolutely crazy around here too, but they aren't lasting very long. It'll just be crazy weather for like an hour.
Wednesday, the most boring day of the week. I still fall off track. But something about the weekend, going out with my family, like eating out at a restaurant, I don't know. It can be triggering. Hey guys, but
So you were on your way to eat out at a restaurant, you're like, yep, let me drink this protein shake? That's deranged.
Place, I'm excited.
yes, we're trying a new restaurant called The Hutch. My mom says this is a bougie place. I don't know. All right, let's try it.
Look at this breakfast burrito type deal. We both got one.
I got
Chance and Ian in the chat say you don't need to add anything to water if it's good water, but I can acknowledge that there are people with like those soda addictions or whatever. And I do think that those like, now here's the important thing though, when I'm talking about these flavored water additive things, I'm not talking about like the ones with sugar. I'm talking about like liquid IV that's like 0 sugar and meant to just like, you know, give you some electrolytes. They don't taste necessarily as good as the ones with sugar in them, but they're good for you.
it was delish.
Delicious. And it was my idea to go eat first. I was hungry. This looks amazing.
And then here's mine.
I get your leftovers.
Yeah, I always give her my leftovers, always. There's no wrong choice. There's no right choice. Today's a test for me. Fingers crossed.
What is she contouring? Can I be real? What is she contouring? When your face is like, and you're going, do you think that gives you it's like if I took a yoga ball and I put contour on it and I'm like, she's skinny, like
It goes good. Hello everyone, happy 4th of July. I want to show you every single thing that I ate today in a calorie deficit. First things first, I am just having for breakfast, which I normally cook something or make something, but this is just easier for me for today. Just a Fairlife Core Power, which is 170 calories.
just eat a bagel. At this point, just like why is this such a grand affair for her to just eat just like a bagel for breakfast, or like 2 eggs and a couple sausage links? Like, why can't it just be normal, man?
Gets in my protein, 26 grams.
I'm crashing out. I'm fully crashing out.
We know that Emily has this interest in being laid on. Do we think that it's karma that the woman that she was encouraging to drink protein shakes, telling her to go sleep in the basement, telling her, basically playing these mind games with her, do we think it is karma that the woman that has a being crushed fish had a woman that she was Hanseling and Greteling fall on top of her and a rib crash?
Okay, so I got a couple shrimp.
The mess.
I eyeballed a serving of rice.
Did she just say an eyeballed serving of Back that up.
Okay, so I got...
This is a bed of rice. You put a bed of rice on here. An eyeballed serving. This is you put your food on a bed of rice. Just be real about it. Just admit it. Keep it a stack. Oh, also, just want to remind you guys, Yeah, last night we did not get to hit the movie, and today had to be a late stream because of all the construction going on, so I was just thinking about it. So we're gonna hit the White Chicks movie night tomorrow so that we have time to do Love Island, because otherwise we'll have to push Love Island like hella back tonight, and I know y'all been missing it. So tomorrow after 3 p.m., I'll be free to do White Chicks movie night, and then everything should be back and scheduled as normal after this week. If it changes going forward, like when I'm actually like in the process of moving, I'll let you guys know. But I just had a lot of shit going on with the car and everything, so it was all at once. Yo, I'm crying. Wombat said that's a Sasquatch serving, and you know, I'm pretty sure this is a buffet, is it not? So she's gonna get more than one.
A couple shrimp. I eyeballed a serving of rice, crab, green beans, broccoli, and 2 little pot stickers. Also got a water.
It reminded me of a Goosebumps episode, bro. She is Buffet Infinity.
Touch up my lipstick.
Wow, the overline on that's crazy. I'm in awe. It's like a little mustache almost. That's a diabolical overline.
But I put 700 calories. It was mainly just like veggies. The highest calorie thing was probably like the rice. Also the few pieces of shrimp. But not bad for a buffet type of deal. So
You're gonna lead me to believe you had one plate at a buffet? I don't believe that. Y'all believe she had one plate at a buffet? I don't believe that. That's the one plate she was willing to show us.
my mom just watched fireworks and she's getting gas. And she went inside and she came out of the little like convenience store. She's like, I got us some protein.
I hate this. Why can't you ever take accountability for your big backery? Why is it always somebody else's fault that you're eating? It reaches a point.
Okay, you guys, so it's the end of the night and I'm gonna have a snack. I feel like I need meat.
Jillian throws up one plate at a time, maybe not one plate total. Oh yeah, she did show more. I forgot because we paused a couple times, so my brain. She did show 3. Good point, beach girl. But what do we have here now? We have lunch meat on a plate. It looks like 3 rice cakes, a clementine, 2 Laughing Cow cheeses. This is like half a container of lunch meat here, by the way.
I don't know why. I'm craving like protein or meat, so whatever. I'm just gonna accept it.
And it just leads us to believe, when is enough going to be enough?
Lock that.
I literally love this lunch meat. I'm very picky when it comes to lunch meat, but the Oscar Mayer rotisserie chicken, how I say
Thank you so much, Barely, for hitting today's little daily members goal. I've decided we're going to do the daily members goal in a fun way. We're gonna make the daily members goal whatever the day of the month is. So today was the 9th, so the goal was 9. But Barely hit it with a quick little tenor there, like a bow. So thank you, Barely. Also, Jillian throws some picky? Where? You mean picky as in pickying it up and eating it?
So that was funny. Hello, you guys. Welcome to my first weigh-in on here. I honestly was not going to do weigh-ins, but I was like...
Okay, we saw the weigh-in already, so we'll skip that end because I had to show the weigh-in first. It was very good. Now... Bum, bum, bum. I see somebody drop something in my Discord for me. Oh, bet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Did I miss anything? And apparently, so shout out to Apathetic Facts because doing the Lord's work of going through and counting up every single calorie that she had. And so I wanted to see what the grand total came to be when she counted it all up. So
a choker, a joker, and a midnight wiener stroker.
Dirty milk drinker, I'm still laughing over that. Lolo tie, I needed to laugh.
It's true though. It's like one of the worst things you could be is a filthy milk drinker. I'm just saying. All right. So, this was the little graphic that Apathetic Facts showed in her video. So after day 7 being complete, Amber said, for example, like this is how she did the day. So it was 2,000 calories, estimated total 1,771 calories, sodium, blah, 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 blah. So difference from reported plus 200 calories, which is surprising, right? So then we get here. So like day 5, for example, came out to be 1,831 calories. So supposedly, she's not that far off because the difference is 11 calories. Because she reported, Amber herself, 1,820. So maybe she's not doing as bad as we thought. So I ran through most of the days and the difference in the calories seemed to be like on average about maybe like 100. I don't know if there was any crazier ones. But yeah, there a discrepancy of 100 calories to me. She could be being dishonest, but it also could just be her not knowing how to count calories well, which I could believe the latter there. So I did want to note that because shout out once again to Apathetic Facts for doing the Lord's work because I would not sit there and count up every single meal like that. It's fun to do every here now and then, but Lord, it's a lot. It's a lot. The sodium amounts are the one thing that you can note as being pretty insane though. The sodium is like way over the amount. I'd also love to know what the like sugar amounts on these things are. So, what do you guys think? I'm a little curious. Wombat said picky is it? You picky what next restaurant we eat at? I'm crying. Y'all got me dying with this today. Oh god, that felt like a very aggressive swallow. My bad. God, I hate when I say things and I'm like, why would I say that? Like, actually, why would I say that? Okay, let me grab... There was one last thing I wanted to talk about with y'all today. Where the frick? Hold on. I thought I threw it somewhere, but I didn't. Huh. Wait, maybe it's not even up anymore. Shit. There was something else I had, but it's not here. Shit. Freckled Unicorn said, I think she needs to dump the feeder. That's the thing. From what we can see from, like, the way she talks about her, like, previously, though, even the way, like, she's with her now, it's like, you're not gonna go from being like, I hate this person so much, I'm never gonna be with them again, to ending up back in a relationship with them if you weren't, like, in some capacity, like, overly whipped. And that's just the best way to put it. I think in her head, like, she knows that she could probably get somebody other than Tommy. But, like, is it gonna be somebody she wants? She loves her a little Justin Feeder. Chaotic Grace said, having a bad day at work and coming in here to listen for the rest of my shift. Hope everyone is having an amazing day today. I hope you are too. Fusion said, low self-esteem allows that to happen. I mean, to be honest, that's a fair point. And I feel like that's like a very common trend with a lot of the girls is like, they really don't think that highly about themselves. And that's why you'll have those moments where like you'll see me and I'm like kind of being empathetic because it's like, you know, it really is deep down just a girl who feels bad about herself. But just because of that doesn't make it okay for you to be a shitty person. It doesn't excuse all your bad behaviors and all your faults. So, I don't know. Jillian Thrill said she doesn't like when people push back with her eating. Well, like, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of it was, like, kind of coming from the sense of, like, oh, well, I want to, like, feel like I'm losing weight on my own terms or, like, dieting on my own terms, yada, yada. But, like, also, sometimes you need a motivation to be able to, like, force yourself to take that leap, to take that push, and I feel like she needs some positive motivation in the right direction. She's had so much negative, like, reinforcement around her eating habits her whole life that somebody, like, positively enforcing, like, the right behaviors would go over well. Well, she's also had, like, positive reinforcement for negative eating habits, I guess you could say, but which is why I'd say it's all negative. Jessica Jingle said she loves to make others feel like shit about themselves, though. She constantly tore down Crystal and Beck, especially. Yeah, that's the thing. It's hard to feel bad for her when, honestly, it's like, we've seen her shit on my fucking appearance, and I'm like, at this point, the call is coming from inside the house. Because, look, I have things that I'm sure I'm insecure about. Am I going to sit there and divulge every little thing on the internet? No. Do I look good every day? Absolutely not. I mean, today, my fucking face is breaking out like crazy. I've got, like, acne all over right here, and I don't really get acne that often, so it looks super crazy when I do. But I'm not going to sit there and be, like, trying to That's not my number one thing to go after people for. And I get, like, the environment that we were in or whatever, but still feels like that was her intentions. Like she would have done that regardless of the environment we were in, you know? Barely said, yeah, she's a shitty GF. She kind of deserves this. Honestly. Fair. Jillian said, weird enough, she did the best when she was with the married woman, Erica. Maybe she's just destined to be a side hoe. Maybe her as a side hoe is, like, the life for her. Keem's Culty Hugbox said Rarity's ghost says she deserves this. That was diabolical to say. That was diabolically funny to say. And also definitely true. That shit makes me so mad. Like, for example, in this entire process of, like, getting apartment stuff dealt with or whatever the fuck, like, cats is, like, always, like, a thing, or, like, pets are always, like, a thing when it comes to moving, and, like, I don't know. I just could never imagine letting one of my cats out and then not looking for them. Like, I would be so ripped up. I'd be so ripped up. Love my girls. Jillian Thrills said, I literally cry when I see Rarity in videos. I can't watch the retros. Honestly, that's fair. Because it's like, it's that type of neglect that, like, when you see it as, like, a parent who cares, it really, like, hits you in a different type of way. Because it's so simple of a fit. Like, it's not like it was, like, extreme abuse that led to that. It was, like, you just being a lazy piece of shit. And I feel like that almost makes it worse to some degree. Like, obviously, not than, like, super extreme torture abuse. I just mean, like, the fact that you just can't care enough to shut a damn door and to make sure, like, imagine her as a parent, right? You're not even gonna check before you go to sleep that all your doors are, like, shut and locked, whatever the fuck. Somebody could have just walked in the middle of your fucking house. Even for, like, your safety, you don't care then you shouldn't have pets because you're not responsible for your own safety, your own belongings. It's insane. But I don't know. We'll see. I have a good feeling that she's going to end up back in the LCU come whatever plans Keem has going, but I don't know. Hard to say sometimes. Jillian Thrill said, like, how can you go to sleep without checking on them? How can you go to sleep without saying goodnight to your animals? I give all my cats a little like, good night before bed. Even though half of them end up coming up with me anyways. Tylenol said Keem just announced ALR is joining Glass. I feel like you're like, you could be joking, but even if you're not, that's kind of funny. That is a funny joke. Barely Functional said, yeah, exactly. I'm always paranoid about the cats getting out and don't even care to go outside. Even when like maintenance people are here and I've had moments where I'm sitting right here in this chair and my front door is like, I can see it from where I'm sitting, right? So my cat will like walk close to the front door when the maintenance people have it open. And I'm like, nope, I ain't even, cause I know they're not gonna leave. Like, we've tested it before, like, with us standing there at the door to see if they'll walk out. They really won't. But I'm not going to let that day, when I'm not paying attention, be that day, you know? GG Blossom 11 said, I finally made it to a live. I know, that's crazy. No, I'm joking, but welcome in. Good to see you. I won't be live for too much crazy longer. I took a little bit off yesterday because this week has been crazy, so I'm just getting back into the swing of things. I had something else I wanted to talk about with you guys today, but I literally lost the video. But tomorrow I do have a pretty good one planned. Bricks and minifig situation actually just got an insane update. We've had a doc prepared on that for a little bit, and I was actually gonna kind of wait till the next thing happened, and surprise, surprise, I woke up this morning and a crazy update just happened. So I think we'll be talking a little bit about the bricks and minifig stuff tomorrow. If you don't know about that, it's actually really insane. I thought it was just a story about like Legos, and then it turned into like a whole thing about like police corruption and like Mormon stuff going on. Really crazy. So definitely tune in if you're interested in that. Barely Functional said, my old cat had cancer too. That's rough. Amanda said, I had to put my cat down in January because he got cancer. I still cry over that shit. Dude, I'm so scared of that. That's actually like one of my biggest fears. Because I don't know if you guys know that, like, about Milkshake's eye or whatever. So Milkshake's blind in one eye. And she went blind in that eye because she came from a hoarding house before we adopted her. It was like a hoarding apartment. They had 16 cats or something, they said, in a 1-bedroom apartment in New York City. So, granted, when you have that many cats, not all of them are going to get along. She got attacked by, like, another cat. One of her teeth is, like broken, like, her canine teeth, clean off. Like, it's, like, totally, like, dull. Like, it's, like, a flattened tooth. And then her eye, on the one side, her right eye is totally blind, and as she's gotten older, you can see where, because she was scratched by another cat through it, that's what made it go blind. You can see where like the scratch kind of like follows, because that's now where her like pupil, I guess, would be. Her eye was originally black. I'm looking at a picture of her across the room in case you're wondering why I keep like pointing that way. When we first adopted her, her eye was all black. And as she's gotten older, her eye has started turning like more and more white. And every time like I go and get her like shots and stuff redone, I talk to them about it. And they always say like it's not too serious. But it makes me worried because I'm like, why is it turning white over time? And like from the research that I've done, it could be like related to like some type of eye cancer potentially, but like I'm not gonna assume the worst. But that's the only reason I've ever feared that before. And that's why I always said like I probably could never adopt another cat with health problems again, because Milkshake has been one of those cats where it's like everything makes me worried. Beloved Hallie said no. Yeah, I know. It's very stressful. But I do keep up with her like vet appointments and stuff, and always have them check it out whenever I go in. When I first got her, they said she could see like 15% out of it. At the last checkup, they said she's fully blind out of it now. So I knew that was coming. You could tell like just from the progression of it. Lieutenant Aries said, what did I come into? Talking about just like my cat's eye. It's nothing new. It's something she's had like literally since I adopted her. It's just something that like progressively will get worse as she gets older. But that's actually why I got a second cat, was because I wasn't sure if that was going to like affect how long her life was. So I figured getting a second cat would probably help me deal with like the loss if I got a second cat before, you know? So I did. And now I have a third cat as well. So that should help a little bit. But I hope that she lives 30 years or longer. Pink Chubby Chocobo said, my babies I adopted 6 years ago were from a hoarder house, but we lost one of them early this year to kidney failure. I think she was older than what they told us, but damn, I miss her so much. Yeah, Milkshake's like my soul cat. I love that cat. Like, she's so personality driven. Never had a cat just so spunky like her. I love it. She's very talkative. Bailey said, I feel that. I did that with my dogs, but I want my panda to live forever. Yeah, that's literally how I feel about all three of them. I just like, you guys could live forever, and I'm like chill with that. Amanda said John was my soul cat. He was only 10. Aw. How many cats? I have 3 currently. I probably won't get any more at any point for a while. Like, I don't know. I would have to move into a lot bigger of a space. And I'm moving into a 2-bedroom, but not big enough. 3 cats in a 2-bedroom's good. I'm glad they'll have their own room now. Julian Thrill said, I'm pretty sure my cat is a lesbian. She's obsessed with the neighborhood calico. My cat meows to her and the calico walks off. She meows to me to bring her back. So we might have 3 TBH soon. That's so cute. They're little besties in love. Mary Beth said, I'm allergic to cats and dogs. Okay. All right. Now, if you seriously, genuinely, seriously want a pet, it's not impossible. Because S1K is ridiculously allergic to cats and dogs. And we have 3. Now, the only way we can live is they are on hypoallergenic food. I'm also allergic to cats, but it's nowhere near as bad as his. His is like really bad. Okay, like super bad. Mine's like medium bad. He said, I just suffer. Well, the hypoallergenic food helps for sure. Over time, your allergies and stuff will adjust. But they make sprays and stuff that you can put on the cat that lowers like the amount of dander that they have. And it definitely does help. He does have allergy attacks, but it's nowhere near what it was like when you first get a cat and you bring them into the space and they haven't eaten the food for a full month and they haven't done the bathing stuff for a full month. You could tell the difference. Because like when we got Pumpkin, oh my God, he was dying at first. He's adjusted a lot better. Pumpkin definitely makes his allergies the worst out of the 3. But justice for S1K. He does it because he loves me. He took me to get all 3 of these cats. Don't let you think that like I just showed up home with some cats. Nope. He drove me to the shelter every single time. This was a group decision, a family decision. Fusion said, my allergy to dogs adjusts after a few days. No such luck with cats. It doesn't like permanently adjust. Like you will definitely still, like you can't like snuggle them up on your face or anything. You gotta like wash your hands. But it'll make it so you can like live in the same environment. But air purifiers also help. There's just a lot of things you have to do. It's a lot. Barely Functional said, you've got a good man, Zay, huh? That was so real. But I promised him I would do everything I could to make the allergies less bad. And I think it helps. Lucky Paris and blink twice if you need help, that's okay. No, he loves me, man. It's fine. I think I can't remember what made us decide. Oh, I remember what made us decide to get milkshake. It's actually a really funny story. So we were never really talking about getting a pet, but I had seen like an ad on Instagram that the shelter in New York City was like full and that they were looking for like fosters or people to adopt. So I was just like browsing through the website because like we'd never talked about getting a pet before, never really like theorized it, but we weren't against it. So we were like scrolling and there was this little cat and her name was Bobo and she looked like a meme cat. Like the photo of her was like one of those like memes of cats and every photo was like that. And I was like, oh, we gotta get this cat. She's just so funny looking. And he liked her too. And so we were like, yeah, we're gonna call and we're gonna see about getting the cat. Cause it was like 10 at night when I looked at it. So in the morning, I opened at Petco, which was like at like 8:30. So I called them at 8:30 in the morning and I asked like about going to pick up the cat after I got off work. And they were like, yeah, just so you know though, Bobo is what we call a level 3 cat, which means that she's very aggressive, doesn't like people, doesn't like animals. And I was like, it's all right. I'll socialize this cat. I wasn't stressed about it. And so we were gonna go right after I got off work to meet the cat, and I made sure, I was like, look, I don't get off work until this time. Will the cat be there when I get off work? Has the cat had any adoption applications that might potentially go through? Anything like that? They said, no. No one is coming to take this cat. And I'm like, bet. We pull up. Bobo was adopted 30 minutes ago. Well, why the fuck would you lie to me then? Why the fuck would you lie to me and get my hopes up about Bobo? So Bobo was still there though, so we could go see Bobo like in the room. So I did want to go see her. Apparently she was adopted by some sort of rescue agency that like socializes extremely aggressive cats. And upon meeting Bobo, I see that why Bobo was in confinement. Now, was Bobo going to be the cat for me? No. But you know who was? Milkshake. Milkshake's name was Star. She was in there, little scrawny, little tiny thing, just sticking her paws out, being like, mew, 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 mew. And we looked at her first because she just kept sticking her paws out at us and meowing at us. And then I was like, nah, let's like not just go with the first cat that's meowing at us just because they're meowing at us. Like, she might just meow at everybody. Like, let's go look at the other ones. So, because they had like 3 different rooms of cats. They had like a kitten room and 2 adult rooms. We wanted an adult cat for sure. So then we went and looked at the other adult room, looked at all the cats. No one was like calling out to us. We just kept thinking about the little cat that just kept going mew, 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 mew. It was just so cute. And then we got Milkshake. We had to wait a week to pick her up, though, because she hadn't been spayed yet. So then she got spayed. We picked her up the day she was spayed, and she was just a cuddle bug. And I was like, we love her. Barely said it was meant to be. Low-key. Bobo was mean. Bobo was mean, unfortunately. Bobo is a great name. Star was a terrible... I've renamed all my cats. All my cats came with terrible names. Milkshake's name was Star. Peach's name was Minx. Who the fuck names a cat Minx? What the hell? Sounds like a stripper name. And then, fucking... Pumpkin was named Copper. Who names a black cat Copper? Why? Insanity. They really don't name cats that well at that shelter, but they do great work at that shelter. So... 10 out of 10. I love that shelter. Wait, Krabby Sue said we call my Pablo Bobo. Amanda said I adopted John because I got stood up on a date. Honestly, that's a good reason. That's a really good reason. Ooh, sorry. I just need to respond to something really quickly on my phone. Barely Functional said, how long have you had her? Milkshake we adopted in 2021. We've had her we got her when she was 1 year old, and she's 6 now, so we've had her for 5 years. Peach is 3 now. We got her at 1 year old, so we had her for 2 years. Pumpkin, her year just passed, or like it's passing. I adopted Pumpkin on the 29th of July, but Pumpkin's actual birthday, I didn't know. Apparently the vet knew her actual birthday, and Pumpkin's actual birthday is July 15th, which is S1K's birthday. So it's really strange. But yeah, so Pumpkin and S1K share a birthday, and I don't know how the vet we go to, like, they determine the actual day that the cat was born. Like, they know the exact, like, how many days old they are. It's crazy. I don't know how they do that, but the fact that they have the same birthday is crazy. Yeah, S1K's birthday is in a couple days. Less than a week. Holy shit. That's crazy. It's coming up fast. Smack Boothby said, mine is today. Oh my god, happy birthday. That's crazy. My grandpa's birthday is today. We got hella birthdays. We got Zach, we got Smack, and we got my grandpa. It's crazy. All right, well, I will say I'm going to be ending today's episode in about 3 minutes here because it's my grandpa's birthday. I got to make sure I give him a call before he gets going to bed here because I heard he had a bit of a crazy birthday. I actually just got a text from one of my family members letting me know his birthday was a little wild. So I got to call him and see what's going on. But tomorrow, I'm planning on doing maybe a long episode. I'm planning on doing a fun Friday stream. So if you guys want to hear about bricks and minifigs, if you guys want to have a good time and have a good Friday episode, come hang out for that. And then we should be doing White Chicks probably around like 7 tomorrow. So plan for that. Love Island tonight at 9. We will be spinning the wheel tomorrow. And book club has been meeting on Saturdays. Y'all have been doing your thing. I haven't been reading this book with you because my life has been crazy, but y'all, if you want to get in the book club in the Discord, it's like totally run by you guys. It's not a monetary thing. You just got to ask for a role for it. I believe they're reading The Silent Patient. So if you want to check that out, feel free. Smack Boothby said Grandpa pouring up on that Jameson whiskey. Nah, he's a Scotch guy, but I'm sure he should be. Yeah, thank you all for the birthday wishes for my grandpa. I'll let him know you all said happy birthday, and I'm sure that'll make him have a really good birthday. So, thank you. Much appreciated. My grandpa's a very sentimental guy. All right, let me see who there is to get redirecting to, because I'm sure there's always somebody around this time. And then tomorrow we'll be live again at 3. I know, we'll be back to our usual time. All right, so I'm going to get you guys sent over to Nightmare. Looks like he is who is live right now. So if you guys want to go tune into Nightmare, I'm not sure what he's up to, but I'm sure you guys will have a good time over there. If not, I'll catch you guys in the Discord later, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for some Love Island. And back to our usual scheduled programming tomorrow. Sorry for the chaos this week, and I got a community post I'll be putting up later tonight. Definitely check that out. I'll see you guys. Thank you so much for